Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. RHONJ, is Giudice ditching law school for new career? Is RHONJ daughter Giudice ditching law school for a brand new career? The Rutgers University graduate had all intentions of getting into law and helping others like her father, Giudice. Yet, she has put that on hold, but is she ever going to pursue that dream? Or has another opportunity come her way that she cannot pass up? Keep reading for more details. Is Giudice ditching law school for new career? Fans were very interested in what Giudice was doing with her life. They knew how much she wanted to attend law school after graduating in May 2023. She was a student at Rutgers University, which made her family very proud. After her father, Giudice, had been incarcerated and then deported, she wanted to help other people who were in a similar situation. Yet, she took time off and was a presence on RHONJ, and viewers did not always care about what she had to say. They felt Gia interfered too much and believed she was a housewife when she was not. Eventually, Gia explained that she was focusing on being an influencer for the time being. It was a fun career and it was not as stressful as law school. She had endorsement deals and was promoting a lot of products on social media, so it made sense for Teresa, Giudice's eldest child. Gia was also cast in the Bravo series, Making It in Manhattan, which will star children of Bravolibs and other celeb kids. However, she also has another career path she's going down that is opposite of law. According to Monsters and Critics, Giudice is now venturing into the restaurant business. Her mother, Teresa, wants to find a space by the end of 2024 and is hopeful her girls will be a part of it, especially Gia. At the same time, Teresa has praised her daughter for doing amazingly well as an influencer. She was the one who told Gia not to stress when considering taking the LSATs for a second time. Giudice posts as much as she can on social media, but followers miss the natural look. She has appeared overdone, with extremely plump lips, and fans wish she would tone it down some. Hopefully, Gia will find a profession that makes her happy where she thrives. It may not be law, and that is perfectly fine. As long as she is satisfied with what she is doing, that is all that matters. Giudice has always been more than just Teresa, Giudice's eldest daughter. The Real Housewives of New Jersey fans have practically watched her grow up on camera, from a precocious little girl performing Waking Up in the Morning at family parties to a poised, outspoken young woman fiercely defending her family in reunion showdowns. Over the past few years, Gia seemed laser-focused on her academic ambitions, telling anyone who would listen that she was on track to become a lawyer. She graduated from Rutgers University with a degree in criminal justice and public policy, even taking an internship at a law firm to get her foot in the door. The narrative was clear. Giudice was about to become the next big legal eagle in New Jersey, maybe even defending her mom in court one day if the Bravoverse ever turned too messy. But now whispers are growing louder, and they aren't coming from the rumor mill alone. Several recent moves by Gia have fans wondering if she's stepping away from law school and putting her legal dreams on pause, or even ditching them entirely. From courtroom to cameras, Gia's law school journey was supposed to begin right after her Rutgers graduation, but fans noticed that instead of sitting in lecture halls, she was jet-setting across the country, attending Bravo events, and signing more influencer deals. While there's nothing unusual about a graduate taking the gap year, Gia's gap year seems to be stretching longer and longer. She's been spotted filming more frequently for RHONJ, often getting her own storyline separate from her mom's. Viewers noticed during last season's reunion that Gia wasn't just a guest appearance. She was almost functioning like a full-time friend of the housewives, speaking directly to cast drama and holding her own during tense confrontations. And then came the podcast appearances, brand partnerships, and a growing social media empire that rivals some of the full-time housewives. Gia's personal brand has shifted from future attorney to Bravo's next breakout star, and it has people asking, does she even want to practice law anymore? A change in passion? In the past, Gia spoke passionately about wanting to go into family law to help kids and parents navigate divorce and custody battles. She said her family's legal troubles, from her mom's prison sentence to her dad Joe Giudice's deportation, inspired her to give back. In Instagram Q&A, Gia dodged a direct question about when she would start law school, instead saying she was keeping her options open and focusing on once-in-a-lifetime opportunities right now. That was enough for fans to start theorizing that the legal dream might be taking a backseat to fame. Close sources say Gia's been weighing the pros and cons of the law career path. On one hand, she has the brains and motivation to excel in law school, but it's a demanding, expensive, and time-consuming route. On the other, her reality TV notoriety is already giving her access to brand deals, six-figure opportunities, and an expanding Bravo platform without the student debt or years of intense studying. Teresa's influence. It's no secret that Teresa Giudice has always encouraged her daughters to dream big, but she's also keenly aware of the financial power of television and influencer marketing. Gia has been traveling with her mom for press events and BravoCon appearances, mingling with producers and networking with other reality stars. Insiders say Teresa is 100% supportive of whatever path Gia chooses, but privately, she'd love to see her daughter take over the Giudice family spotlight. With Teresa's own future on RHONJ sometimes uncertain thanks to cast shakeups, having Gia as a next-generation star could be a way to keep the Giudice name front and center on Bravo. The Bravo factor. Bravo is not exactly being subtle about their interest in Gia. Producers have reportedly been testing her with more screen time to gauge audience response, and judging by the flood of tweets praising her no-nonsense attitude during the last reunion, she's passing with flying colors. In fact, some industry watchers think Gia could be one of the first Housewives kids to transition into a main cast member slot while still in her 20s. That would put her in a unique position, building a reality TV career while potentially setting aside the law degree she once dreamed about. But there's a catch. In the world of Bravo, the drama never stops, and reality TV fame can be fleeting. If Gia ditches her law career entirely, she could be giving up a stable profession for a platform that thrives on constant chaos and controversy. Fan reactions. Reactions from fans are split right down the middle. Some believe Gia is simply taking her time before committing to law school, and that it's smart to seize TV and branding opportunities while she can. As one fan tweeted, "Law school will always be there. But Gia's 22 and killing it. She can go back whenever she wants." Others are more skeptical, accusing Gia of abandoning her law school plans for quick influencer money. "She made such a big deal about becoming a lawyer," another fan wrote. "Now it's all sponsored posts and reality drama. Feels like she's chasing fame instead of her goals." Gia's own words. For now, Gia is playing coy. In a recent podcast, she laughed off rumors about ditching law school, saying, "I've always said I want to help people, and that hasn't changed. How I do that might look different than I imagined at 16. It's a telling statement, one that suggests she's leaving the door open for a legal career, but she's not tying herself down to the exact vision she had as a teenager. The bigger picture. Gia's dilemma is a modern one. When fame and opportunity arrive before you've even stepped into a courtroom, is it worth pausing your professional goals to ride the wave? Many young reality stars have tried to balance both, some successfully, others not so much. The legal field would give Gia a respected long-term career path, but it comes with years of grueling work before the payoff. Bravo fame, on the other hand, offers instant money and visibility, but it can evaporate in a single season if the audience loses interest. Gia is savvy enough to know this, which is why she's keeping her options open. Whether she ends up behind a lawyer's desk or holding a Bravo diamond, she's clearly positioning herself to stay in the public eye either way. What's next? For now, Gia's calendar is filled with RHONJ filming dates, brand partnerships, and appearances, not LSAT prep or law school orientations. That doesn't mean she's abandoned the dream forever, but it does mean her immediate future is far more about camera time than courtroom time. If Bravo offers her a bigger role, it wouldn't be shocking to see Gia put law school on hold indefinitely. But if the show's dynamics shift or she tires of the drama, she could just as easily pivot back into legal studies, with her name recognition giving her a unique advantage.